All right. Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to August, by the way. Excuse me. As normal, I'm never one of these alarmist type guys, but typically August is the slowest month, and the only reason I bring that up is many long time pre-market prep members will know I've been working on this office remodel for months and months and months, and I've basically been ready to get moved back out here, but just been super busy. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of August to get this done. That being said, you may see some glitches. Okay, feel free to, if things are weird, feel free to drop it in the chat. I got a million things to set up. It's a new computer, it's a new camera, it's a new streaming setup. I got a new microphone, which I got the headset. So I'm probably going to go back to the Yeti. I waved my arms around too much. I always get hung up on this cord. So anyway, I didn't have the music this morning. So, it's one of those things where maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but it's like you can test and test and test, but you're always going to miss something. So I prefer to just, I'm kind of one of those guys that, you get in the plane and you take off and you figure it out as you go. So anyway, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. I'll move on and just so I've got this new setup. Like if you're on Instagram, I don't think this is the best angle on Instagram, but what I'm trying to do is figure out a way to set up the iPad so I don't have to move it every day. So again, if I know the angle's not great on Instagram, looks like the Twitter feed is busted. I forgot to set up the Twitter feed. So anyway, bear with me. It's time to make this happen. All right, let's get some actual instead of rambling on. I rambled instead of the 30-second intro music, which I proceeded to ramble for 2 minutes. But Chulu asks about OTLK. So let's get some actual work done. How's that sound? So OTLK, former runner. If you remember this, back in February, went from 1 to 4, gapping up again this morning. What is our news? Wet stage AMD. That's is this new news or what is this? Let's take a look here. This is a big thing. If you follow biotechs, this is a common issue. Now, I will say this, when we're talking day trades, big movers, we talk about scary stuff, not necessarily super scary, and it is a little bit higher float, but nice multi-month breakout over 3. So here's what I would say on this. And then see that, this new version of Evernote. All right, I won't whine. See, I updated Evernote, and you used to be able to do Control:, and it would timestamp. So anyway, OT, I'll figure it out later. Not scary, not low float, but nice breakout over 3. These are afternoon onlys, in my opinion. Again, if it was something scarier and it was low float, understand that that's the difference between the rules. The rules change based on the news and the float. You got a higher float, wet stage AMD stock, just not crazy scary stuff. CRSR earnings, Corsair, I like this stock. It's an earnings loser. So, Dave, I have never been able to find a consistent strategy in trading earnings losers other than the only consistent strategy I've seen in earnings losers is red to greens, because people do love to short these. Now, ultimately, they missed on earnings. Corsair, how did you miss on earnings and revenue in 2021? As a gaming and a computing play. So that's my biggest thing, Dave, how do you screw it up in 2021 when you're a esports gaming play, Now, if you're determined to trade this, red to green, you know. But I certainly don't love that idea. Tamiko asking about Uber. Why? You know, I mean, this is at the end of the day, you know, and you guys are sick of hearing me repeat this. What we're trying to do here is spot big moving day trade type stuff. You know, I'm not going to bash Uber, but who cares? I mean, it's like this stock has done nothing for, you know, I mean, basically it's just, I mean, look at this, from 40 to 50 for 9 months, you know. So again, it's not a bash. It's just not really what we look at here. Now, TBIO, okay, TBIO went wild last night, pulled back hard. Oh, it's an acquisition. Yeah, ignore. Right? Yeah, it's an acquisition. TBIO. I'm gonna do this. Uber, too boring. And TBIO acquisition, no play. Robert James, that's about Sava. It's probably the same as every day on Sava. Sava had bad news. Yeah, it's the same. I think I talked about this yesterday, didn't I? I mean, understand. Listen, any stock can go up, okay? And a lot of people always roll their eyes when I say that, and they're like, "What do you mean any stock can go up?" But the point is, I mean, I know Sava went from 70 to 85 yesterday, but it's like, where's your edge? I mean, they had bad data. This was a $2 stock a year ago. It's just, I don't see where you have an edge here. So, if anything, it's probably like a short on a green to red type thing. So that's my thing. When you got a $2 biotech, and when I say $2 biotech, understand last fall was a $2 stock with bad data. You know, it's like, where's your edge? I mean, and if Sava goes to 100 today, I'll say the same thing tomorrow. You're not checking enough boxes on this. So, Pennystock Chris asked about PCSA. By today's standards, 900,000, not great float or not great volume. Just all kinds of resistance on the chart. What do these guys do? They're on Coca-Cola Drive. I don't know. I don't see it. Mainly because of the volume. I mean, if the volume was better. Jeez, is it actually that ugly out there? Whew, man. No offense, my friends, but these ideas today. Blech. Too much resistance on the daily. And crap volume. Michelle asked about WHLM. I always think of like a radio station when I hear this ticker. Former runner. This has ran twice in the last 6 months. Low float. What do these guys do? Fashion model. Oh, this is that fashion model. Yeah, I remember this one. So, I don't know. This might be your best dip and rip because it's an absolute, complete joke. Okay? I mean, yeah, I remember this one now. So far today, based on what you guys have given me, this is probably the best dip and rip over 7. Puny float. Absolute joke. You know, this reminds me of like DLPN yesterday. I mean, you know, I talked to... So let's revisit DLPN yesterday, by the way. Was an amazing afternoon mover. And the reason I liked DLPN so much was because of how dubious and how much of a joke it was. Hat tip to WHLM for being an even bigger joke. And 4 million shares traded. So, WHLM, best dip and rip so far, over 7. Total joke. Lure in shorts at the open. Smoke them 9:45 or later. i.e. today's DLPN. Speaking of that, speaking of DLPN, red to green all day. This might be my fave. So after that afternoon squeeze, this thing was beautiful when it broke at 2:30 p.m. roughly. Again, I'm not in love with every DLPN red to green, and then WHLM over 7. That's probably two mains for sketchy penny stocks. God, dang, this timestamp thing is going to drive me nuts. So DLPN, red to green, and WHLM, sketch, dip and rip, midday, late day. And EVK, probably a red to green. EVK had a great move yesterday morning. EVK is just like yesterday. If you remember yesterday, I said EVK and DLPN are basically the same thing. I chose to focus on DLPN. DLPN was my number one because of the fact, and I know this is confusing, but I went into detail on this. In my opinion, the news on DLPN was much more of a joke than EVK. That's why DLPN was my favorite for a squeeze. And again, if you're new, I get it. That might be very confusing. You like your number one day trade is the stock with the more dubious news. But if there's one thing you'll learn from pre-market prep, okay, again, when we're talking morning momentum day trades, okay, these aren't investments. These aren't swing trades. These are momentum day trades. Price action plus news plus float rotation plus short sellers plus key levels on the chart creates the best trading opportunities. And the more shorts we have in these low floats, the better. Hence the reason I lean towards DLPN. EVK, red to green as well. And one more, and then I'm going to get out of here. HJLI, that's a China play, isn't it? Nope. Oh, I was thinking it was. All right, HJLI, breakthrough device for Vino valve. Okay, what is Vino valve? Chronic venous insufficiency. So like varicose veins or something? It's always scary to go to, yeah, okay. Something I do for your research, something I do that I would recommend not doing. Quite frequently, when you're talking like biotechs and diseases and stuff, I very frequently go to Google Images. I would not recommend that, by the way. When it comes to strategies and processes, you will see some things that you cannot unsee. But anyway, so I do it. I do it very frequently. I don't know if I necessarily recommend it. So 8 million float, 4 million shares traded, big breakout. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. So this is probably today's chat play, I would guess. So HJLI. Low float with good volume and news and a breakout chart. Flashback to yesterday again on DLPN. Let's hope for a chat pump. This feels like the one that the chat pumps would take because of the float and the volume. They like to push them around. Let it set hard, and then breaks of that midday, late day. All right, everyone. I think this went pretty well, considering I've got a big to-do list. I got to fix the Twitter feed and music. I know the webcam. I need a better mount for Instagram. So, again, feel free to give me some comments. Actually, again, I think this, considering I'm on a new computer, new touchscreen monitor, new everything, basically new desk. I even got this cool raise and lower desk, man. I got a cool uplift desk. So we're ready to rock going into the fall. But AHPI not dead yet. Sorry. That's a main watch for me as well. AHPI, oh, AHPI over 10. That's that squeezer mask play. Nothing new on AHPI from yesterday or Friday even. Over 10. Top watch as well. All right, have a great day, my friends. Hopefully you found this useful, and give me a couple days to work out the bugs, and we'll be ready to rock. So have a great day, and we will see you next time. I got no I don't even have a speaker. I can't play you music because I got no speakers. That's the other thing I need to do is get new music as well. So I'll do the mouth guitar for you. Yeah, that's probably way worse than even the cheesy